Well, hello and welcome back. It has been a long haul since we have last been together live. We've had our long spring break and then we've had a couple weeks of testing, so there hasn't been our live lessons for like a month. So I'd love to kind of see or hear either just like with thumbs or a rating of how you're feeling about how class is going. If you are at a 5, you're like, I get everything. This is going really great. I love learning this stuff. Okay, are we back? Good? No good? Okay, let's try. So I'd love to just kind of get a sense of where you're at, 1 to 5. Maybe the chat will go through better. 3, 3. Okay, okay. Well, that's kind of good to know that we're kind of in a middle ground, most of us, or on the better end. So that's good. If you do ever get to that point where you're like, something's not working, common tech issues are restart your iPad and try again. If that doesn't fix it, reach out to me and I'll see if I can figure out what's going on if there's like a problem. Oh, other end? Okay. All right. Um, okay. Well, again, so if you're having specific tech issues, restart the app or restart your whole iPad. Um, if you like want more tutorial help or something, reach out, let me know. I can always do more individualized videos for a specific skill if you're like struggling with one thing in particular. Um, Today I want to sort of touch base and make sure everybody saw that Friday is quarter end, or sorry, not quarter end, mid-quarter end, because this is where we will be closing out weeks 10 through 13. So, like, try to get anything you have missing done. I will leave it open maybe another half a week, but then I do have to close it because they just want us to kind of keep you moving forward. I have been and will continue to be putting the additive practice assignments, those ones that build up, in a separate folder by themselves so that you can go back to those if you miss something and you want to go back and try to fix it in your additive thing because we keep building on that same project. I want to make sure you still have access to those specific lessons if you need them. Other than that, the last part of the quarter is going to be doing one more different or one or two, what I think two more units where we're going to be figuring out some additional stuff um, with our like our materials. Um, so we've been doing value this unit, and then the next unit is space, like how do we utilize like the whole picture frame? And then the last unit is texture. How do we like add tactile feel to your imagery? So that is kind of where we've been working, and what we are kind of working towards is finishing that up. Um, like learning our last two elements of art in this digital drawing format. Um, so our work for the live lesson today is to actually do some either verbal or typed feedback, and then just talking about like how does feedback for other people work. If you've had quite a bit of practice about writing about famous artist artwork, but how does that translate to talking about other student artwork? Um, because when you're talking about like an artist from a long time ago, uh, or a famous artist, like their work is probably going to be good because it's still around and we still look at it and you can find it on the internet. Like the bad art did not get saved. It got either painted over, destroyed, nobody cared about it, got washed away the flood, whatever. Like that artwork we don't still have. The artwork that isn't considered good. The artwork that was considered good is the stuff that we still have because somebody cared enough to preserve it, to save it. The stuff that like has stood the test of time. So that there's something to talk about with basically any famous art that you can find. There's something good about it that somebody found to keep it. Um, but our classmates' work, we're all learning new skills, we're trying things out. We may not have success at our, project goal. And some students absolutely do have success. And some students, like, they try something new and it didn't work out. And that's okay too, because they're trying something new and you're learning new skills and you get a lot of out of learning, even if it's not a beautiful, perfect artwork at the end. But how do we give good, thoughtful, kind feedback to the students who you either maybe don't like their artwork style, you don't like their artwork purpose, or you don't think it's very successful? How do you still give kind, useful, productive feedback to those students? Well, one way that art teachers have found to be the most like useful way of giving feedback is a method that we call the sandwich method. And it's a method that or the tag method is another kind of acronym version of that, where basically like you kind of put your not so positive feedback in the middle of some of the things that you find are successful or do work well. Most people, when they get feedback that isn't positive, when somebody says, yeah, I don't like your color choice, or oh man, that's a crummy subject, or something like that, most people, when they get that kind of feedback on something that they've been working on, it hurts. I mean, it's painful to hear that from somebody, especially from a classmate that you maybe don't know or don't trust very much. It's a little bit different, like because we're not here together. Where they can improve or things that they might try differently in the future or the next time. And then follow that up with then more things that are working well. Because is well designed. Find something that does work and use that to help you give good, thoughtful feedback. Um, so for those that are not live with us, you have to choose two classmates who have posted their work, in addition to posting your own work. and you have to give comments for those two classmates um, for credit for the recording. Okay. For those that are live with me, I'm going to share the current video or the current discussion board, and you can either go there yourself and give a comment to a classmate there, or you can just type it in the chat box just live with us, and you don't have to submit it to the whole discussion. So I'm going to stop the recording here. And we will go do that activity. Okay. So I'm going to share. Is it working? Is that working, huh? Okay. All right. You know what? Because I'm having tech problems. If you want to just go, you can go. That's fine. If you want to practice sharing something, feel free.